toy cars, but those Mitjets are proper cars, more than 4 meters long, 410 centimeters, 108 centimeters wide, and 130 is the overall height of them. So proper racing cars, and they're moving quite fast. I've seen this year those cars already in Riga, and they are really proper racing cars and quite evenly matched also. Of course, the drivers make difference, so we will see. But talking about how the grid will look like, number 22, Aras Kvedaras, will start from the pole position, and Vilius Reskiavicius will share the front row with him, and our cars are already on the track going to the dummy grid, and you will see the grid here. So Kvedaras and Aras Kvedaras and Vilius Reskiavicius from row 1, Paulius Jankevicius and Rokas Kvedaras from row 2, Petras Dekterenka and Jesper Brunhøj Jensen from Denmark in row 3, and Egidijus Kuteravičius from row 4. So almost all drivers from Lithuania, with the exception of Jesper Brunhøj Jensen from Denmark. And yes, they are quite evenly matched as well, and now horse cars should be somewhere in the region of starting grid and going.
All right, guys, welcome back to the start grid of the Pärnu Summer Race 2026 edition, the Baltic Racing Series event here in Estonia, in Pärnu, and we're heading on to the race 3. Yes, I think it was race 3 now. Of course, the Mitjet Baltics, super powerful and super loud beast, and we have Aras Kvedaras on the pole position right here with us. Looking sharp, looking good. Aras, good morning. Labas rytas, how are you feeling?
Labas rytas, I'm feeling really good today. Maybe lack of sleep, but it's fine.
What did you do? Did you go partying in Pärnu?
I would say no, but yeah, just lack of sleep overall this weekend. I don't know why, but yeah, it's all good. It's all okay. We're gonna wake up on the warm-up laps anyway, so, and then race start will be okay.
I mean, you're in the best possible position. The pole position for race start is already a good thing.
Yeah, it's really good, especially on the first race in this car. So, yeah, it's a good position to have today.
All right, fingers crossed you can keep it, and we'll see you at the finish.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, best of luck. All right, fantastic. From P2, Vilius Reskiavicius starting in this beautiful car and also getting ready to battle it out. Labas dienas or labas rytas, how are you?
Labas rytas, I'm very good.
Okay, you ready for race?
Yeah, of course.
It's going to be a good battle here in Pärnu. How do you enjoy the track, the Porsche ring?
It's very fun, and the weather is also very nice, so I think it's going to be a very fun battle.
All right, best of luck. We'll see you out there then.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right, overall a good atmosphere here at the start grid for the Mitjet Baltic. Oh, you're all crushing into our beautiful grid girls. Sorry about that. But overall, yeah, it's going to be a fun one to watch, of course. And we have a day fully packed with racing action, so make sure you don't go anywhere and stay tuned. Wherever you're watching, shout out to all the fans behind the TV screens. Let's go.
Talking about the serious situation, Mitjet Baltics championship leader is number 27, Paulius Jankevicius, who is starting from P3 in this race. Number 27 is his car, and he has 145 points. Martinas Stankevicius is in second in the standings, but he's not here today. And Vilius Reskiavicius, who is starting from P2, is third in the standings with 115 points, so quite far behind, 30 points behind Jankevicius. And this being the final round, there will be, to be honest, quite little chances for Reskiavicius to catch Jankevicius. Although you never know, if Jankavicius would have some technical issues or whatever. Reskjavicius at least has theoretical chances. And fourth in the standings is Rokas Kvedaras with 102 points, and he is standing in the grid box number 4 in second row. And now it seems almost, no, there are still 3 red lights, which means 3 minutes remaining till start of the warm-up lap. Those cars will have not flying, but a rolling start, of course. People sometimes ask what's the difference between the rolling start and flying start. Actually, flying start is kind of rolling start. In both occasions, cars are moving at the start, but rolling start means cars are moving at limited speed, while at flying start they are moving at full speed. That's the difference. So Mitjet cars will have a race duration of 15 minutes, and as I said, rolling start. And looks like everything is now ready, almost everything, except one car. And that is ready for start as well. So we can go on with the starting procedure. And as usual with rolling starts, the cars will have one warm-up lap, then formation lap, and then the start will be given. Pace car is already moving, so all the racing cars will follow it. After green flag will be shown them. You can't go on to the warm-up lap before the green flag. We yesterday evening saw on several occasions, probably drivers were not experienced enough, but they took off to the track for the warm-up lap before the green flag, just after the pace car left the grid. But basically you can't do that. Cars are warming their tires on the go straight towards turn 6. As you can see, majority of cars are black. It's not that easy to say which car is which, but number 22 is the poleman Aras Kvedaras. He was some 4 tenths faster than, exactly 4 tenths faster than Reskjavicius during yesterday's qualification, which in those cars is quite a large margin. And if you look from this angle, you can see that the cars are quite similar to some body styles are quite similar to some proper cars, be it Mercedes or some others, or BMW. But it's the same, again, the similarity with legend cars. And lap time 1:23s, 1:24s, which the fastest drivers has. In comparison, you can say that BMW 325s in the previous race, their best lap times were 1:29s, and BMW Turbo Cups 1:27s. So Mitjets are significantly faster, I would say, because 4 or 5 or 6 seconds is significant difference in lap times. And of course those cars are behaving very differently, being quite light. Although the engine power is almost the same as BMW turbos has, but the cars are some 600 kilos or 700 kilos lighter, so almost half the weight lost, and it of course is visible from the driving. So now everything is ready for the start. Grid is already forming little by little. Haraskvedaras and Vilius Reškevičius from front row. Reškevičius number 59 and Haraskvedaras number 22. Through turn 12 and then turn 13, you can see geometrically there is a turn certainly, but if you're driving, you are driving more or less straight through it and you don't notice it at all. Then turn 14 is now passed, and then finally turn 15, the final turn leading onto the main straight. Haraskvedaras number 22 dictates the pace. Because he shouldn't accelerate before the lights go out. And they go out in a few seconds. Now it's happened. And Haraskvedaras takes the lead. He's on the inside, so Reškevičius, I think, is going to lose at least one more position. Stopovilas Jankevicius, but Haraskvedaras spins in turn 3 on the opening lap, so all the good work he did at the start was lost in this move, and number 27, Povilas Jankevicius, the series leader, championship leader, has taken the lead in front of Vilius Reškevičius. So Jankevicius is now definitely moving towards the championship here. But let's see where Kvadaras is far back, but not hopelessly far. He maybe can catch at least 2 or 3 cars, but this is for the lead now, and he also had a sideways moment through turn 11, and Petras Tekterenko has climbed from 5th to 3rd. Jesper Brunhøj Jensen is in 4th, so the field is basically turned upside down during the opening lap. And Haraskvedaras is not the last car on the track anymore. He has already run past Vilius Kutaravicius. But this is a top 4 closely together. Through the complex onto the back straight, and you could see that Reškevičius got a very good exit, and he is now very much in the slipstream behind Jankevicius, while Tekterenko is a little bit behind now. And almost bumping car in front, but almost. Maybe there was a little contact, you can't tell it from this angle, but there is another battle going behind them for 3rd as well, where Petras Tekterenko is defending his position. Quite a lot was happening on the opening lap. Lap 2 was not that eventful. But of course you can't expect to have all positions changed during every lap, but now Jankavicius is under pressure once again. Jankavicius had a little bit better exit, but couldn't use it. Meanwhile, Dekterenko has pulled away from Jensen and has joined two leaders. But we have seen, as in legend car races, if drivers are quite equal as they are here, evenly matched, then there is like yo-yo racing. Gaps are going up, going down, and it is exactly what you see here. Oh, there is certainly a contact here. Another contact. Dekterenko now running to the back of Reschkavicius, and it means that Jensen has joined them once again, and Aras Kvedares is also coming from behind, having spun to the group and basically in the very first turn. Yes, definitely Aras Kvedares is now together with the leaders despite being in P5, all top 5 cars in your picture. And here we run towards turn 6. And I would suspect that come turn 11, Aras Kvedares in P5 will try and jump Jesper Jensen in front of him. Those are two last cars in this train. And Kvedares is attacking even earlier, already through turn 10. Can he make it? No, he couldn't.
Not yet, at least.
And here Reschkavicius
literally bumper to bumper.
Yeah, Reschkavicius, I think he has got some overlap during two last rounds, but haven't been not able to use it to his advantage. But top 5 all in the same picture, just a few meters separating them.
Nice.
What a nice picture, yeah, really.
So Kvedares setting the fastest lap time so far.
Aras Kvedares, I should
Aras, yeah.
But despite being the fastest, it's not so easy to overtake. But now he's inside of Jensen, but no, that was not good enough. But now he's on the outside for the next turn. But no, he was already in front of Jensen come turn 6, so Aras Kvedares now have fought back from the last to P4. Fortunately for him, the spin occurred on the very first lap, on the very first turn. So he has got the time to fight back.
Exactly. Not the way he would have want the race to start, but obviously now it's more interesting for us.
So he will be third now because Dekterenko ran wide into turn 11. And this is for the lead, and Vilius Reschkavicius took the lead, and Aras Kvedares is suddenly in the battle for the lead. I think he's going to be second in a few seconds.
Amazing.
And yes, he is.
What a comeback.
What a comeback, really.
From 5th to 2nd in one lap.
Yeah, and it's not over, it's far from over. We just haven't reached the halfway around. So 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, so
this is gonna be a good show. Reschkavicius in the lead, Aras Kvedares in second, breathing in his neck.
Yeah, but now they have pulled away from Jankavicius as well. Jankavicius defended for 4 laps actually. And we have a new leader. Aras Kvedares is leading the race again.
That was quick.
He managed to lead the race for the first about 5 seconds.
Wow.
Then dropped to the last, and now he's in front again. Just 5 laps was needed to fight back.
Amazing.
And now he's pulling away already, so in a league of his own, I would say, from what we have seen until now. And there are some fights going on behind them because Povilas Jankiewicz, the series leader, is not having. Oh, there are 4 cars in the train, so Rokas Kvedaras has joined them as well. And you can see, yeah, Jankiewicz, Jensen, Tekterenko, and Rokas Kvedaras, they are all fighting for P3 with 6.5 minutes still remaining. So it proves once again that it doesn't need many cars for a good race. So Aras Kvedaras has set the fastest lap of the race also by, listen now, by 1.1 seconds.
Oof.
So he has, I think he has quite a lot in reserve as well, and he now needs to just control the race, not to destroy his tires.
Yeah, but you can see he's extending his lead already, so...
Little by little, I would say,
yeah.
But still. And here is Petras Tekterenko in this bright orange car, passing Povilas Jankiewicz. Jankiewicz is the series leader, but of course Jankiewicz, who had some at least mathematical chances in the case of winning both today's races, is not even leading and not having good chances to take a victory here. So I would say losing one position doesn't matter for Jankiewicz, but the race is still not over. He has lost another, so Jankiewicz has dropped to 6th already.
Wow, that must be issues.
I would say something is wrong with his car. It's not 100% for sure. But then again, the gap should be big enough, and having one more race. So we will see, but certainly Jankiewicz must worry. This situation must worry him. It's not desperate, but worrying still. Meanwhile, Jankiewicz lost another half a second to Aras Kvedaras during the previous lap, so Aras Kvedaras is moving towards a certain victory here. But what a race it will be, Oskar. I think he has a lot to tell you.
A lot to say for sure. We'll definitely catch up with Aras, and we'll see what was the issue. Probably was tire temperature for sure,
yeah,
and
maybe
too optimistic on the throttle.
All the things together, I think maybe too much speed into the turn, then going too hot onto the accelerator, tires not on the optimal temperature, and everything together. So that happened, but oh man, that's a recovery. So you can see best lap times. Jankiewicz has now set also his fastest lap, and he quite closed in that area to Aras Kvedaras to just a bit under 2/10, but still Kvedaras still holds a preliminary pole position for race 2. Meanwhile, Rokas Kvedaras is attacking Jesper Jensen here onto the outside.
He's on the move.
He was onto the outside.
Wow, going sideways at that speed.
So those cars are going sideways at every speed possible.
Yeah.
That's a part of their character, I would say. But looking here, I would say that Jankiewicz still has some chances to fight back, because Rokas Kvedaras is just 2 or 3 car lengths in front of him, and with 2 more minutes to go, it means 2 more laps. has some hopes to jump at least Rokas Kvedaras and maybe Jesper Jensen also, but it needs for him to be much faster out of those slow turns. But he can't actually. Jankevicius couldn't close into Rokas Kvedaras. Kvedaras in turn closed into Jesper Jensen during full turns 8 and 9, and now he's all over the Danish driver. Can he put his overspeed to the good use? He's on the outside again towards turn 11, so can't outbrake his Danish rival. Has lost a few tenths due to them. And yes, 55 seconds remaining, which means that Aras Kvedaras will start the final lap as a leader in few seconds. The positions has not changed anymore here. And Jankevicius has been lost. He's in the pits actually. So our suspicion that something is wrong with the cars proved to be correct. So he will be probably 7th. No. Yeah, he will be definitely 7th in this race. There's no need to return to the track, but it changes the championship situation because Reskiavicius will take 18 points from here. And Jankevicius for 7th, it will be 8 points. So the gap will go down. Meanwhile, Aras Kvedaras still has only 3 turns to go, and then checkered flag will be shown to him as a winner in Mitjet race 1. The gap to Vilis Reskiavicius is probably over 2 seconds, and the checkered flag is that.
All right, I'll go and fetch Aras for the TV then.
Yeah, there is a lot to talk, I hope. So, and all the others as well over the line. Rokas Kvedaras didn't manage to jump Jesper Jensen in front of him, so Jensen 4th and Rokas Kvedaras 5th, and Egidijus Kutaravicius is crossing the line in 6th. And Povilas Jankevicius definitely, who started from P3 and the series leader in point standings, unfortunately went into the pits after just 9 laps, so he will be classified, but down in 7th. And talking about best lap times, Aras Kvedaras set the fastest lap with 1:24.132, and it was about 0.16 seconds faster than. And here is the. You'll see how lucky Kvedaras was with his, or maybe it was skill. Anyway, he spun and then immediately managed to set the car in the right direction. And here is how he took back the 2nd place. It's here. And here he is in the lead already. So yes, Aras Kvedaras will start race 2 from the pole position as well, and Vilis Reskiavicius will start from there together with him. And now over to Oskars, who is somewhere in the Parc Fermé and waiting for the drivers.
Okay, here we are at the Park Ferme after race 1 for the Mitjet Baltics Racing Series, and Aras Guedara showing us how it's done from first to last and back to unbelievable race by the Lithuanian. We'll have a chat now and find out what was going on in the first lap in the first. Aras coming in with a style, my man. Huge round of applause to you. Of course, listen, from first to last and back to first, it's amazing to watch you racing out there. Talk us through the start of the race. What happened there?
I shift locked. I wasn't prepared. Everyone was gonna brake so late, and I was like, maybe I should brake as late as well, not to let everyone by. But then I see that I went down the gears, and I just see that my rear is locking up, and I was like, oh no, not like this, you know. And then rally style pin the grass to the metal, just spin around and just do whatever I can.
Crazy, man. And of course, watching all the overtakes, that was unbelievable. Of course, a lot of action there. So thank you for the good show.
Yeah, thank you all.
All right, we'll see you in race 2 then. Oh my God, that was unbelievable. All the Lithuanian fans, the teams there are cheering. That was some spectacular racing for sure. But we are now heading on to the start grid of the next race. Let's go racing, ladies and gentlemen.
And definitely the next race, you can see our day's schedule here on your screens. 11:55 will be the starting time for the next race. V1600 ABC race and DN6 ABC race is a Latvian class, DN6 is a Polish class, and V1600 is an international Baltic, which is in the Baltic Championship. So 3 classes together. And V1600s, they had, of course, first race yesterday, now race 2. V1600s are the fastest of those 3 classes, but Polish DN6, despite the cars looking so small or even tiny, they are not far behind on the pace. And if they appear on your screens, we will still have some time before they reach the grid, because somehow we have in front of our schedule. We have now had almost no accidents, no red flags, no anything. Just 1 car was recovered during the after the BMW 325 race, so nothing serious here. But yes, yesterday's races were rather interesting. V1600 race was won by Marek Matveyevs once again, who is the series leader as well. Then Nauris Agafonovs took second, and I would say as usual as well. But Risto Sirk was third Estonian driver for the very first time. He started from front row, but was a little bit confused with the start, so lost several positions. But during the final lap, managed to grab third, so at least third from him, and he will start from third as well today. Matveyev starts from front row, will start from front row with Arvids Rombens together with him. And talking about Polish DN3, yesterday's race, I will talk to you who was the winner, but what is sure is that Patrik Niklevsky will start from P8, and he had the fastest lap, so he will be first in the N6 in front of Antoni Makuch and Mateusz Pečka. But those cars are quite evenly matched. We have should have some, yesterday at least we had 24 cars on the grid, so it's a proper field. And last 4 positions are filled with ABC race cars. So we can say there are 3 sub races in this one big race. Of course, the main thing every competitor follows is the situation in their own class for their point standings. And talking about point standings, about weather as well. So, prediction: no rain, about 20 degrees, mainly cloudy. Although I can't see sun right now, but yeah, it's not totally overcast. But almost perfect racing weather. Not too hot for the engines, not too cold for tires. So good lap times are almost guaranteed here.
Tuodaan virsuun, kurva Fomen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the start grid of the next race in Pärnu Summer Race 2026 edition. That's so far been absolutely amazing, and I believe it's going to be like that for this one as well. Let's go and have a chat with Marek Matvejev. He's at the pole position where he usually is. Marek, kā vienmēr pole positions, kā vienmēr, kā saka, rādīsi klasi visiem pārējiem un diktēs tempu?
Centīšos, redzēsim pēc apstākļiem. Ceru, ka pirmais līkums viennozīmīgi ir atbildīgākais un droši vien, kad pirmā parabola, un tad jau redzēs. Bet slapš nav, tā kā piedzīvojumu varbūt tik daudz nebūs.
Super, nu dod mīzā.
Došu mīzā, un jūs skatāties.
Un mēs komentēsim. Rītī komentēsim.